Hey, welcome again. We just had some technical difficulties at first, but there's always great times when we do it for the second time around. So welcome to Restoration from Within. Today and every Thursday, we have Temple Talk Thursdays. So when we come here on Temple Talk Thursdays, we come together, we have real talk. We have health experts come in, just as today is our special guest, Ty. And we also just share our life experiences and let our hair down and share this health journey that, we have been, that we've desired to take with each other. So at Restoration from Within, we work with women who want to go back to an overall healthy place for themselves personally, for their families, and most important, for God. So today, we're going to stay on our challenge about staying fly, first loving ourselves. In our journey this year, God has led us to seek his face first, and now he says to continue this momentum that I have in store for you. I need for you to, before you go out there and before you start doing anything else, the first kick of this momentum, the first push of this momentum is to first love yourself. So this month of February, we're going to stay fly. First love yourself. So without further ado, I'm going to bring our guest in because I know she's super excited and we are here to have a good time. Yeah. So hey Jill, hey Brelan, how you doing? Happy Thursday. Thank you. Where y'all calling us? Here in the studio. Yay! It's working. See, I'm excited. Yeah, listen, it's all right. It is all right. So I was just telling them a little bit about you in the first take, but I just want to reintroduce you again. So chicas, let me tell y'all something about my girl. She's not just my girl, but she's my blood, seriously. So it's been a long time that we've desired for this connection to happen. Just, but life was happening. We was trying to make the proper connection, and look, we finally connected. So today, Ty is going to keep us fly. She's going to keep us fly, and she's going to have sports for us. And she's getting herself together because we're having some technical difficulties. But you got it, Ty. You looking good. Yes, girl. We're going to keep it moving. So definitely, chicas, if you know somebody that's really interested in taking their health journey into a next level, or if you know that this will bless the tips, I'm telling you, she got 4 tips today. So I'm asking you to take your health journals out and continue this challenge because she's going to give you 4 ways on how to stay fly today. Not tomorrow, not the next day, but today. So we have to, when we do challenges, one of the things that we have to keep in mind is that it takes action. You just can't, okay, I'm going to write it in my notebook and no, it takes action. And that's what God is challenging us to do. In order for us to pour into others, in order for us to love on others and do what he has assigned us to do, guess what we need to do? We need to first take care of this because we don't have no other venue to do what he has ordained us to do. So without further ado, Ty, I love you. Thank you so much for joining us, for pouring into the chicas and me, because I'm taking notes as well. But tell us a little bit about you. Who is Ty? Well, Taisha Roman. Yes, let me put that out there. Let me put that name in the atmosphere. Who is Taisha Roman?
Hello. Taisha Roman is a mom of 2, a wife, an entrepreneur, a personal trainer, and a nutrition coach.
Yes.
And my journey has been quite a long one, a tough one. It was hard. It was not easy. I chose this journey, or should I say God chose it for me, because I had no idea. I'm someone who hated working out, didn't like to eat healthy. I was in a very, very dark place in my past, and where I was struggling with who I was and what was my purpose, and I didn't know what to do with myself, but self-destruct. And I always admire the people that took care of themselves, because I know the dedication that it took to be that way, but I just didn't have the strength. And one day I just wanted a way out. I just wanted a way out, and I was tired of working where I was working. There was no time freedom. I didn't like what I was doing, so it added more to the darkness that was already surrounding me. And I decided to become a personal trainer. And the way that happened was because I tried to work out and I tried to eat right, and it just wasn't happening for me. And I did not have the answers that I needed. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? How long am I supposed to be working out? What am I supposed to be eating? How much of it? Who am I going to ask for this type of help?
Yeah.
And it became so frustrating to the point where I was like, I'm going to become a personal trainer.
That's what's up.
I'm going to go and find out and get certified in nutrition because I need these answers right now. I'm tired of being in this place where I'm running circles. Mm-hmm. So I became a personal trainer, and I got to say that it wasn't easy at all. Now, not only was I trying to work on myself, I was just giving all these women that needed what I was still trying to find for myself. So that was a challenge, and I'm like, it was a place where I just had to every day make sure that I did better because people were depending on me now, not me alone.
That accountability came in, right? You're like, oh wait, it's not.
Yeah, it was like, oh my God, this started out like I was doing it for me because I'm in a dark place. But woo, God just put 20 women in front of me that are in that same place I'm in, and now I'm called to bring them in with me, and it was just like, oh, you showing off right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm just starting right now. And he said, no, this is your gift. This is what you're gonna do for a living for a long time.
Wow.
So, and one of the struggles was, with being a mom, was I was running into traffic. I'm running into the morning without giving myself time. And that led to excuses down the line.
Okay.
It was just like, I can't do it. The kids, they getting up too early, or one of them can't find their book bag because they can never find it.
Come on now. Where's that shoe at? Where is that daggone shoe?
I'm like, we don't wear the same shoes. You know that, right? And the husband is looking for something, and it's just like, oh, man. So it becomes overwhelming. But I learned to not quit.
Awesome.
I was like, you got to be doing this now because it's not you alone that's looking for these answers. So the one tip that I wanted to give you, coming from that background of just struggle and frustration because I couldn't get it right because I'm taking care of everybody else while I'm trying to take care of me because I'm the one going through the pain and suffering. And, my kids is living a free life. They young. They don't know what mommy's going through, what she's battling. So I'm like, I gotta do something else. And the tip is to you that I found that works wonders for me was I had to master my morning. I had to get up earlier than the kids because I needed that time for myself because I couldn't show up for them happy. I was angry. I'm making breakfast like, oh, I ain't even get to make my shake yet. Or I got to do this. And I didn't want to show up that way. It was so unhealthy. And that's not the vibe that I want to spread in my household. And my journey is my journey. And I have to show them that through transformation that I am strong and that it's for the good of all of us. And that was hard, keeping it together, especially as a mom. It's like, I got to keep it together. So the tip is to master your morning. You have to get up earlier. And hey, right now I get up like 3 hours earlier, but that came with time.
Come on.
At the beginning, it was like 10 minutes, 15 minutes earlier. And I was like, you know what? That's doable. It's better than what I was doing. And so when I say master your morning, you have to make time for yourself to give yourself what you need because you are priority. And you have to let go the mom guilt and the wife guilt. And that was so hard for me because I was so guilty of, how could my workout come first? Mm-hmm. Why do my meals matter when everybody else is going to eat this? And why do I have to make them wait? And it was just, it was kind of almost driving me back to the point to square one.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
You're messing up everybody's schedule, Ty. This is just too much. And I said, I got to let go of that guilt because I'm on a journey. Just like every other woman that is coming to me, she has kids too. There's no excuse. Yeah. I'm not the only one. Right? I have to be the example. So toughen up. So I had to give myself the morning because every family needs a leader. And it's mom. It's mom. Because dad could be sitting there and it's like, Mom, can you get me a cup of water? Mom, I'm hungry. Mom, can you sign my homework? And I'm sitting there like, am I the only one on the couch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what? And I really like what you're saying. Thank you for all those who are joining us right now. Thank you for joining Temple Talk Thursdays every Thursday at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we have a lovely guest here, Taisha Roman. She just shared a powerful story of how she started and how God sets you up. He got a sense of humor. He sets you up. He says, okay, I'm going to set you up on this health journey, but for accountability purposes, I'm going to send 20-something people so that you won't fail this, so you can be successful. And she also shared a powerful tip. She said, master your mornings. And then she's sharing the reason why is that so important for ourselves. And I just want to man, you just dropped so many nuggets right now. I'm just like, boom, boom, boom. That's all I hear is just bombs because one of the things I wanted to like chime in and say thank you, because right now we're breaking that myth that we got to be martyrs. I'm so sick and tired of that. We wear that martyr, like we have to self-sacrifice everything. We wear that like a badge. Like that's something that we should honor. But that's a trick of the enemy. You know what I'm saying? That's a trick to work our minds to think that way, because we shouldn't be doing that. We're doing, I remember, Titi Nuri, right? My mom, my grandmother, she raised me, and she will always tell me, she'd be like, mija, in Spanish she would say it, but I'm gonna translate it in English. She's like, well, what good are you going to be if you don't take care of yourself to everybody else? And I'm just like, I'm looking at her, giving her the side eye. But, when the general talks, you listen. I'll be like, all right, Ma, I hear you. She's like, no, you need to take care of yourself, because she saw me declining. I went from, like, before I had kids and got married, I went from, okay, I was like, I didn't walk out that door, without looking like a mess. I always took care of myself. I always took time for myself. And then when I got married with kids, it's like everybody else was looking good, but I was looking like a hot mess, because I was just like, I'm just happy that everybody's ready. And that's still been a journey for me. I still walk out this house like, who done it and why? But
yes.
But this time around, I feel a sense of like peace of, you know what I'm saying? Like I know who I am. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like, okay, I took time for myself today. So, that really sets up my day. That really sets up my day. But I'm gonna let you keep talking about this, because I know that's what you're gonna go into. But it really does set up your day, But go ahead, sis. Go ahead. This is good stuff.
Yes. Feel free whenever you want. So when I say, wake up earlier, because you have to be on board. You, this is your mission, your journey. You have to get up earlier. And when you get up earlier, let's say you get up earlier and you have 10 minutes, don't beat yourself up. Use those 10 minutes to meditate. And when I say meditate, give thanks. As soon as I open my eyes, I say thank you. I say thank you for the things I do not even have yet. Thank you for the time I'm going to have later to get to the gym, because I didn't have it this morning. I only had 10 minutes, but with those 10 minutes, I want to say thank you. I want to go downstairs and brew myself a cup of coffee. That one thing that just makes me feel like peace and I want to do that for me. And then I think about, you know what? I didn't have time today, but I'm going to book that class after work. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to get on my phone, or I'm going to wait till I get to work. I'm going to book that class, and I'm just going to show up. I'm going to book it today, and I'm going to show up. Because if you don't hit schedule, you will think over and over and over about it. And then before you know it, somebody at lunch then invited you somewhere.
What?
Something somewhere else. Seriously. So, no, I already got a class scheduled, and I'm going to go. And even if you haven't been there in a while, and you're like, oh, I'm going to be hurting today, I didn't do this in a while, book that class and go.
Yes.
Take a walk. Whether that's with a friend or that's just a walk to talk to God by yourself, take that walk at lunch, after work. The kids can wait an extra 30 minutes if they're home before you. They can wait. They'll be all right. The husband can wait. He can eat a little something before you get there, and that's when the guilt has to go. Before, I was afraid to make them wait. I was like, Mommy was like hand on foot.
Come on. What? Come on, speak on that, girl. Come on.
Y'all gotta wait. Y'all have to wait, because I need help right now, and nobody's gonna help me but me right now. And so, like I said, wake up, master that morning, dominate, and don't run into traffic. Don't get out of that bed and just run into the mess. Don't do that to yourself, because
that's good.
Your whole day is messy. Then you running into your coworker's mess. You running into your neighbor's mess. But when you set yourself up to not run into mess, you don't allow mess to run into you for the whole day. So that is important. And in those mornings, you give yourself the chance to create the plan that you need. Because sometimes we don't do things because we don't have a plan. And that right there is another thing. All right, you know what? I don't have a plan, so I'm just not going to do it. Okay, set your morning up. Get your plan together, whether that's your walk, when you brew your coffee, you planning right there. That morning is for you to create your plan and to create the person that you want to become.
Okay.
So that's so important. So like I said, whether that's meditating, exercising, taking a walk, prepping breakfast, taking a longer shower than usual. Moms will run out that shower 2 minutes. No, if that means getting up 10 minutes so you can enjoy a shower without people yelling your name and opening the door, you do that. You do that. This is all about health, and health is giving yourself some peace of mind. So you do that. On Saturday, like I said, I'll give you a tip. I wake up, I give my thanks. I have 2 glasses of water. It is just something I religiously do. I feel like, you know, I fasted all night. I'm dehydrated. I need to hydrate. I need to get my organs moving. I drink 2 glasses of water every morning, whether cold or warm. You do that. After that water, I put my sports bra on. I have to. Because if I stay in those jammies, guess what?
Come through.
Someone's asking me to watch a cartoon on Saturday morning. I'm like, I love you, but I got to work out. So I have to put that sports bra on. I got to put those sweatpants on. I got to put myself in position and gear to know that I'm dressed to go do something right now. I'm not dressed in my pajamas because I'm not going to sit around right now.
Yes.
So that works for me. You have to find what works for you. And like I said, in the morning, pay yourself first before you pay forward. Because women, naturally, we are giving creatures. It is what we do. So give to you first.
Yes.
You give regardless. Giving is not the problem. It's who you giving to. So give to you first. And then feel free to serve everybody else.
Yes, y'all need to tweet that. You hear me? You need to pay yourself first before you pay it forward. Hashtag fly with Ty. You hear me? Come on now. Say fly with Ty. I'm serious. And I love that you say that because it is so true, sis. It's like we lose ourselves. We lose who we are. You know, we lose our identity, you know, and like whose we are and who we are and what the worth that we bring into. And that goes back to that guilt. You know, that's, to be honest, that's the number one trick, is to feel guilty. And that guilt is what brings you in. You know, guilt is what's stopping you to go into the gym because you haven't been to the gym. Guilt is what's stopping you from going to the gym because you want to rush and serve your children or your husband or whoever it got, you know, whoever you assigned to work. Or guilt is that you don't want to, you at work and somebody's inviting you to lunch, but you on a fast, or you trying to eat healthy or trying to do something during your lunch time for yourself, but you feel guilty that you end up going to a place that you ain't even had no time doing and wasting valuable time. And that's one of the things that what you saying that I hear resonate in my spirit is that time is something we can never get back.
That's right.
Time is something that we can never get back. And every day that you wake up, you get deposited a certain amount of time. And literally we in a season and in a time frame. And this is what momentum is all about. We have to be intentional about the time and how we invest our time and what we do with it, you know? So we have to literally be intentional. And then everything, like every dream that you have right now, everybody who's listening right now, every dream that you have right now, every aspiration that you know, that God has given you or whatever it is, it doesn't start anywhere else but with you. It literally doesn't start. As simple as that revelation is, it is the most challenging aspect to do is pay yourself forward. And nobody can tell me any different. You know why? Because every day is a challenge for me. You know,
that's right.
And some people might think that I have quote unquote arrived or I'm the picture, you know, of health. No, this is a journey. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
you tell me, oh, you know, I got it all together, girl. Come on now, let's take this mask off. Let's be real with each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that's why I love that you're here. And it's like when I hear you talk, sis, real talk, it's like, oh my gosh, she's literally, you sat on my couch in my house and just read me my story. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to remember. And I really believe that that's why God is taking you, you know, to the forefront, because he wants for you to share your story, because there's a lot of women like us that, you know, are working, you know, and not that they're wearing a mask, but they forgot how to love themselves.
Yeah.
You know, they forgot that, girl, you worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are worth it, and you got to work this out, you know, because nobody else is going to work it for you.
That's right. That's right.
You know, one day them kids are going to leave out the house. They're going to go to college. They're going to have kids. What you going to do? What you going to do with yourself? You know, why don't you find yourself now and establish that strong foundation of where your identity is, and love on yourself, so when they do, you know, fly from you know, the nest or whatnot, you already have something established. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then you also building a legacy with your kids, because they watching you. Them kids are watching you. Am I perfect? I'm nowhere near perfect. However, I know that, you know, I'm sowing seed in good ground, because I want my kids, well, I know my kids will be greater than me, because I'm establishing new legacies. You know, we are establishing new legacies and breaking generational curses and mindsets. And mindsets. But go ahead, sis, go ahead, take this on.
No, I love it. I love that you said, you know, why wait till they leave the nest? Because it is true, when they leave, I feel like them being there is a greater challenge. And when I get to look back now, you know, at that time, I didn't want those challenges, because I just wanted to get to where I wanted to get. But when I look back now, I'm like, wow, I did that with 2 kids. Girl. I did that with school, with programs. I did that, like, with them on my back. You know, you do it when they leave, and it's kind of like, what's the challenge, sis? Okay, you grown. There's no kids at home. Easy peasy. The husband's at work all day. Yeah. But when I could look back, and I did it under circumstances that were like, I don't know how I'm going to get it done. Listen. That makes me feel so much stronger and so much better about my journey. And I'm thankful for that now, even though at the moment I did not want to be. Come on. I wanted it to be easy. Yeah. And I love that you said doing it while they're in the nest, because when you're transforming your lifestyle in this way, you know, emotionally, physically, and mentally, you are sharing that in your household, and you are equipping this family to carry that on. If you're doing that while they're not there, who's winning? You're not creating anything for a movement, and that's what the devil wants. It's like, no, don't create 10 of you. Yeah. No way. Come on now. Come on. 10 more women strong like you, doing things with all this obstacles in the way. Yes. Do it when they leave, when they get older, when it's just you. No, I'm gonna do it now when they watching and they hear. So that is an amazing challenge. So for those of you that are struggling, because there are so many things that are lined up that are just like, you know, just slapping you in the back, like, oh my God. Do it now. Yes. Those things lined up right there that are trying to make you quit, they are there for a reason. You are going to affect somebody else in such a powerful way, and you're going to thank God that they were in your path when you were going through that dark time. Because then they can stronger now. Yeah, it makes you tough. Right, and they will respect you, and they will know, I will go to her for help. Yes. Because I've seen her do it. Come on. And through hard times, it was not given to her. And so that leads me to my second tip, which is educate yourself. And this I had to do because, like I said, I was struggling trying to get to that fit place. I'm like, oh God, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And I had to educate myself. And because I knew, you know, now when I give advice and people are like, what do I eat? How much do I eat? I'm like, it's simple. I'm like, eat real food. And people look at me like, that's it. I mean, I break it down further than when I know that I didn't want to hear that. Yeah, so I'm going to give you what I needed to hear. I'll give you everything. They look at you crazy. Like, no, it got to be something else. There's an equation. Yeah. There's a secret. Tell me the secret. But when I break down what real food is, and they're like, I get it. Now I know what to eat and not what to eat, because everything that you put in your body controls everything about you.
Where the white sheets at? Where the white sheets at? Lord, say that again, sis.
Your mindset,
say that again.
Your attitude, your drive, your dreams, your thoughts, your energy. Food controls that. Food is only, that's it, it's food. Whatever you putting in here is taking care of you just the way it's supposed to. So you put good stuff in there, you'll be well taken care of. So you got to think about that. You are letting inside what shouldn't be there. What you let inside is going to create a life for you. You want a good one? You need good friendships. You need good food.
Come on now.
You need good scriptures. You don't need to be watching Love and Hip Hop and reading this magazine about this girl having a 4th baby. You need to feed yourself. When I say real food, I'm talking about real words, real knowledge, real everything.
Yes.
That you put in this mind, it will control you. And so I had to learn that, and I said, I got to educate myself, because I don't know what I'm putting in here. I don't know who I'm listening to, how much she knows about what I need. So I have to educate myself, and you got to find out what works for you, and why not. And the reason why I say that, because a lot of women, they buy things, or they listen to certain shows, or listen to certain girls, and the first advice that comes by is what they apply, what they take. They don't do their research. They don't compare. They don't contrast. Like, they just, I'm going to do that. And that might not be for you. And when it's not for you, you have to ask why. Why is this not for me? Oh, maybe for me, that's too much sodium. You can't just not know that something doesn't work. You have to know the why.
Exactly.
Why it doesn't work.
Exactly.
So that way, when you go on to try something else, if it has that same, you're going to say, that doesn't work for me.
Exactly.
And you gotta do your research. But 90% of the time when I evaluate a woman's diet plan, or her workout plan, sometimes she's on the right track. It's not that it doesn't work for her. Most of the time she's not consistent. It's a lack of consistency. You might have had the right workout program. You might have had the right shake. You might have had the right meal plan. You didn't do it long enough. What, you did that for a week, 2 weeks, 3? You think that's how long it takes? You know how long it took me to transform my body? I'm talking about months, 6, 7, 8 months, and I'm still working on myself. I'm still a work in progress. You cannot give yourself something for that short of a time and want a great reward from that. You got to put the work in, and you got to test it, and that's how you're gonna know if it works. Hey, Kat, why didn't that work for you? I don't know, but I did it. And a lot of people like, if they don't work 4 or 5 days, get rid. No, that's not. If you take a month, give yourself a month, do that workout.
Yes. I mean, it takes 21 days to establish a habit. You know what I'm saying? So,
seriously.
And that's what I love, what you're saying, because at the same time that you educating yourself, you're also, I wrote about this in my book, literally. And that's why I'm just like, oh my gosh, you haven't even read the book. I was like, but I'm like, it's amazing, because when you take the time to educate yourself, you also are listening. You are in tune to listen to your body and what your body's telling you, what's good for you and what's not. Because I really, and I think you can agree with this, sis, that every diet is not for everybody. There's not a cookie cutter diet. And when I say diet, I mean lifestyle. I'm not talking about, these drink this or eat this and you lose weight. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, even those drink things or eat this, it takes time. Just like it took time for your body to get where it is right now, and you want to get out of that, it's going to take time for you to reset your body to the original plan that it was created to be, and it takes work. And anything worth having, you have to work hard for it, because I can guarantee you that things that were given to me when I had them, I have been blessed with things and I appreciate them now. I know how to value when things are given to me now. But when they were given to me, when my mindset wasn't right, I didn't value that. But when I worked hard for something, even to this day, when I work hard for something, I'll be like, yo, that took a lot of work. And I value that. And the thing is also, I don't know if this is the same with you, sis. Like even in the mistakes, the harder challenges that I've been through, right? Those have been greater moments and greater lessons than those times when I've just chosen to be educated. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, when I made those mistakes have been greater moments for me as lessons than when I've chosen to educate myself, because in those times, I guarantee you, it always comes full circle. It always comes full circle. And I have, and then it's like, I'm seeing myself in somebody else. And then I'm just like, girl, you just don't know. Girl, that ain't nothing. You know, I said, look, I've been through that, done. Girl, you all right. You know, and then what was at that time, remember you said, like, at the moment you didn't feel like it, you know, but what was at that time, like the end of the world to you, it comes full circle. You'd be like, I got you. This is what you do. You know, this is what you, and that's the power of educating yourself, because knowledge is power. And once you educate yourself, that's something nobody can take it. They can't even beat it out of you. They can't even beat it out of you. Like, seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody, once you gain a knowledge of something, even if you're in denial about it, it's still in your brain. And it's going to be there forever. You know, so that's girl, this is good stuff right here. Keep going, sis. Oh, my gosh, this is good stuff right here. Y'all better be taking notes, because it's good. This is good. All right, go ahead.
Educate yourself. There's so many ways to educate yourself, and we all learn differently. So you can read, you can listen to podcasts, and you can watch videos. There are different ways to educate yourself. Don't feel stuck. And when something's not working, like I said, you educate yourself. Find what works for you. If that, like, there was times I used to read a lot, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta watch videos because it's just not registering, or something inside me is just like, this is boring, or I don't want to do it. Something is pulling me away, and instead of being pulled away, I gotta find a different way. I'm like, all right, but I know I need to learn this, and if that's not working for me in that way, I'm gonna find another way, because I need to nail this. I need to not walk away from it because one way didn't work for me. And so, and another thing, you need to find out. A lot of people like, I'm not motivated to work out. Why aren't you motivated? Why don't you start there and find out? Maybe you need to switch up your motivation strategy, because mine used to be music when I used to work out. And I tell you right now, music doesn't do it for me when I work out. Now I go on YouTube and I listen to motivational videos. I tell you, I could listen to that for a whole hour while I'm doing cardio, and then another 30 minutes while I'm lifting weight. I don't want to listen to music, because sometimes when I'm listening to music, I don't know what's coming on next on the playlist. I don't know if that vibes with me. I don't want to hear those words. I want to hear in that moment of me kicking my butt and putting myself in a situation where I don't want to be in, but I know that I need to be healthy, fit, and strong. I need to keep hearing, you got this. Keep going. Be strong. I need to hear that. So I have to switch up my motivation strategy. And a lot of people get on, and they like, oh, this ain't, find something, whatever else. Find something that motivates you to get to where you need to be. So don't just say, I'm not motivated. You got to find out why. And once you find out why, you're going to switch it up. So I totally cut music out. And also, when I say educate yourself, you need to ask, and ask again for help. You know, a lot of people want help, but they don't ask. It could be pride. It could be embarrassment. I don't know, you know, what some people's reasons are, but I know when I wanted it, I was always asking. The only thing with me during my time, I didn't really find too many people to ask, honestly. Everyone around me I felt was going through what I was going through. I didn't have the resources. I wasn't part of that community yet, because I had not transformed into that person that I am today. So I'm like, I don't have a fit girlfriends that I could just like call out and be like, hey, you know, what should I have for dinner? I'm like, all these girls are like me right now. So I had to ask for help, but from like the limited resources I got, and when I had like one or two people, best believe I didn't let that person go.
Come on.
I'm like, oh, a gold mine right now. I need you. When a woman needs me, I give myself wholeheartedly. I answer any question. I work with her from beginning to end because the journey is emotional.
Yes.
And the emotions alone will set you back.
Come on now.
I'm always there to remind her that even if you did not do enough, you are enough.
Listen. April is saying that she needed this today to hear it. And she hashtag, she said, do it now. So she, you know, so right now,
yes.
making an impact.
Yes, don't wait, girl. Don't wait. Yes. Don't wait, because there's no reason to wait. There's no reason to wait. Honestly, it's like, why wait? For what?
Yeah.
You got the answers. You got to put it into practice.
Mm-hmm.
And my next tip is for women to challenge themselves. They don't challenge themselves. You know, it's going to hurt. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be moments you're going to cry. You're going to want to throw in the towel. You a big girl now. You could do it. So you really have to challenge yourself by doing better. And there's times now when I think about before how much I used to cry and whine, and I'm like, no.
Come on,
I'm
bro.
like,
oh, God,
just get it together.
That area.
I'm like, oh, why does it gotta be so hard? Or why does it gotta be? Everything had to be why? It's like, just shut up and do it, girl. It's like two people in one.
Yeah.
And now when it gets tough, you know, my thought is not why. My thought is like, I know this is what it's supposed to feel like. Just do it. You've been through this already. Just get it through, get it done. I don't do the why no more, because I know why it hurts. Because if it don't hurt, it don't work. If it don't hurt, it's not gonna change. So I'm like, forget the why and just get it done. So you got to challenge yourself to do better and be better. And knowing is not doing, because I speak to a lot of women and they're like, I know how to eat. I know. Okay, knowing is not good enough. And I come across like, I know what to eat, I know what to drink. So then obviously the knowing is not good enough. You need to be doing. Knowing and doing are two different things. And that goes for everything in life. Because I know a lot of things that I don't do.
Come on now. Yeah.
So that's not good for me. Yeah. How can I even brag about that? I'm like, I better shut up and tell her that I know about that, because it don't look like I know about that. So you need to just start doing.
Yes, definitely. And man, you've given some strong nuggets. And I wanted to it's around 1:11 right now, and I want to be mindful of everybody's time.
Yes.
However, how can they reach you, Ty? How can they continue on this journey, and that you can be of service to them? You know, because I know that God is leading you, is challenging you for more, you know, and He's already set the platform for you. So how can the chicas get in touch with you and continue to stay fly?
So I will be dropping a link in this video,
okay,
and also sharing it with you, because I am creating something in the next 2 weeks where I'll be doing a live Q&A for whoever joins. This is our private group.
Awesome.
I'll do a live Q&A. I'll be doing videos on cooking, on working out. We'll be doing a detox week where I'll share with you a personal plan that you could put to practice.
Yay!
And we'll talk about how that worked for you and how that felt, and if you want to continue. And I'm doing this all for love, because I want you to feel like you're in the right place. Once you feel like you're in the right place, then it's so easy to see the picture clearly and just keep moving.
Yeah.
And just remember, at the end of the day, I know we have to go, that it is your responsibility.
Yes.
It's your responsibility to stay healthy, to stay fly. And don't ever forget, one thing that keeps me going, that it is disrespectful to the ones that love you and need you when you don't show up strong. And that goes for you being a mom, a coach, that your clients that need. If you're an author, there's people that pick up your book because they need your word. Yeah. If you are a singer, a pastor, if you are not taking care of yourself, then you are letting down a whole tribe of people. So it is your responsibility to heal within, be right within.
Yes. And I love that you say that, because even in our walk with Christ, it says faith without works is dead. And that's what Braylon just put it. Well, guess what? You know, not being fit, you know, trying to be fit and not putting in the works, guess what? It equals to death, you know? And that's what you want to do. Thank you so much, Ty, for joining us. I'm so excited for the community that you, unity, at the end is unity that you're providing, and the love that you shared today. I mean, when I tell you, you brought some major nuggets here today, And now, ladies, you have the knowledge. Now it's up to you to put it into action. So I definitely,
here for all
once
of you.
my girl drops that link, I need for you to join that community and take on what life is telling you to do. You know, grab this momentum. First, love yourself, because exactly what she said, you're doing a disservice to yourself and all those that God has assigned to you. So if this has been a blessing to you,
take the risk or lose the chance.
Yes, 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 yes. And it says, April said, thank you so, Braylon said, thank you so much. April said, ouch, stepping on my toes. It's disrespectful not to show up strong. Yes, definitely. Yo, you're welcome, April. We love you. So if this has blessed you, please share, share, share. Tag a girlfriend. You know, show some love to her. The best thing that you can give to anybody, and especially your girlfriends, because that's what who we're talking to right now, is giving them the gift of health. You're giving them the knowledge and the resources. Remember, you know, we don't want the ladies, you or the ladies that your tribe, your community, to be challenged and not have people around them. You know, we did the work. We're paving the way, and we got those answers. And if we don't, we'll find, you know, we will find a resource so that you can be equipped to continue this journey, this health journey. So if this has blessed you and you want to be part of the R&R community of girlfriends, please go to www.restorationfromwithin.com. You'll get a free Renew and Restore Manifesto with 10 tips to a healthier you. And also, you can go and shop at the RFW Marketplace. I am doing a sale for, well, not a sale, a pre-launch selling of my upcoming book, Restore Temple, 7 Steps to a Healthier You. I'm in the works of doing a launch party. So keep in tune with that. Stay in tune with that. I'm so excited. Again, thank you so much for joining us. Ty, thank you. I mean, much blessings to you, 1,000-fold blessings for the time and just pouring out your energy and your love to us. We love you to life. And girl, you know I got your back, and I'm cheering you on.
Yes.
Because we got work to do, and the work we want to do is for you to restore from within. We love you to life, and y'all have a blessed day. Ciao.
Yes.
Later.
Bye. Love you.